Mabuhay! Welcome back to our channel again, friends. And today, makapanayam natin ang isa na namang ox dito sa Spain. Please welcome our very special guest for today. She's currently living in Vitoria and she has already finished her master's program while being in Vitoria. And so here she is na mag-share sa atin ngayon ng tips kung paano ba pagsabayin ang pag-aaral at ang pagiging auxiliar sa kanyang region. Please all welcome our very special guest, Miss Janina Vargas.
Hi.
Hello, Janina. Kamusta ang weather
Hi.
dyan?
Okay naman. Sunny. So,
Sunny?
medyo summer pa.
Oh my
It's good.
God. Ang ganda ng room mo, as in parang ang lawak niya. Di
Yeah.
katulad
Ang
dito.
key dyan is white. Yung kulay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, Janina, our topic today is related to how to be an auxiliar while doing a master's program. So, makaka-relate yung mga tao dyan na they were asking me, paano ba mag-aral while doing the aux program? Possible ba siya? But before that, Janina, let me ask you some questions related to being an aux first. So, gaano katagal ka na ba in Spain and why did you decide to go here?
I think I've been here for maybe 5 years na. Yeah, I decided to move kasi, well, primarily I wanted to live independently and, see Spain because I was a Spanish major at uni, so I wanted to check it out.
But could you tell us before, were you already there in Vitoria or you moved from one city to
No. As an Ox, first year I was in a small town in Malaga called Torre del Mar. Very, very small town.
Actually,
And then
I forgot that
after,
you were in Malaga first. I thought you were
yeah,
in Madrid.
no. Yeah, because that was a weird year. So parang first year, didn't know what to do. So, and then after that, I moved to Madrid. And then after that, I moved to Vitoria, moved here to study and be an Ox at the same time.
And which one do you like the most since you've been to different cities?
Vitoria. I've been here for like 2 years. Duh. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Vitoria.
Okay, so now we want to ask you, what if you could share, like, what's the master's program that you took in Vitoria and how was it like applying to the program? Mahirap ba? Ang dami bang mga papel?
Yeah, my master's was about language acquisition in multilingual settings, so it's more research oriented than like practical teaching. And mahirap, hindi naman. I mean, I think the most difficult part was the paperwork from the Philippines kasi diba, we have to get TOR, diploma, and then have it legalized. Noon, during my time, maybe 3 years ago, I had to get it legalized. Red ribbon and then legalized by the consulate. Tapos traducción jurada and then send it to the university. So it took like at least a month.
Actually, right now, di ba, hindi na siya red ribbon, parang apostille na tayo.
Yeah, apostille na.
Diba?
Yeah, so it's easier, one less step. Yeah.
And maybe they're wondering, in your program, did they require you to have a certain level of Spanish?
No, because the program was in English. So they required, I think, English proficiency, but I didn't have to do that. I don't know why.
Okay.
But,
so you didn't have to show that you knew Spanish first.
No need.
Okay. Because some universities here, they require you to
Yeah, I think they do that kasi
like a minimum B2, di ba, normally?
Yeah. Yeah, for programs na Spanish-based. Kasi yung sa akin, it was more research and usually for linguistics research in English siya ginagawa. So, ayun.
But I'm curious to know, like, why is it in English? Because we are in Spain, so obviously I thought maybe they should promote Spanish more or the language there, So why do you think it's in English? Yeah, the program.
Content, I think, because of the program itself. Kasi a lot of research in the field are in English, so it doesn't make sense to do it in Spanish, That's the research they're focusing on kasi nasa Basque country. And yung trend ngayon is learning English as a third language, as a foreign language. So, andun yung focus.
Okay. Yeah, or probably because they want to attract more foreign students to study.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting to know. So what are the challenges that you face?
Challenges.
While doing, because you told me you're doing the Ox while studying before, So ano ba
Yeah.
yung ginawa mo? Were you in primary first? Ano ba yung ginawa mo transition?
From like Malaga to Madrid to Vitoria, or
While you are in Vitoria, di ba?
ah,
That's when you
yeah.
decided to apply for the master's program.
Yeah. Kasi in my case, I found out about the masters maybe 2 years before moving here. So I already knew the schedule of the classes. So all my
Okay.
classes were in the morning. So hindi siya compatible as an OX sa primary or high school kasi all the classes are also in the morning. So when I was in Madrid, I emailed them like when I was gathering documents, parang sabi ko, I'm gonna do a master's at the University of the Basque Country in Vitoria. Can you put me in the Escuela de Idiomas?
Okay.
Parang kasi most of the classes sa Escuela de Idiomas are in the afternoon. And they said yes, fortunately. So yeah, for my first year of the program, the master's, I was doing master's classes in the morning and then auxiliary in the afternoon.
Auxiliary in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because you were in Escuela Oficial de Idiomas. So
Yeah.
is it really easy to request for that? Because normally, di ba, pag Ox ka, parang you're gonna be placed here, and then if you ask for another school that you want, maybe they don't give it to you, di ba? So for you, was it easy, or is it because you're studying that's why they said yes?
I think I was just really lucky. Kasi yun nga, normally they don't give you what you want as an ox, kung nasa isang pueblo ka, that's where you're gonna be for the whole year. Or kunyari mag-renew ka for another year, you're gonna be there for 2 years. I don't know, sinuwerte lang talaga ako. And I think maybe 3 years ago, yung auxiliary program dito sa País Vasco was smaller than now. So mas accommodating yung people sa admin.
Okay. That's interesting to know. Because I was thinking that probably they give you a specific school and then it's quite far from Escuela Oficial de Idioma. So was it easy for you to commute, or I don't know, to go from one place to another?
Yes, yeah. Kasi the Escuela de Idiomas,
5-minute walk lang siya.
Hindi naman. No, the Escuela de Idiomas, I think, is around half an hour away on foot. So, hindi siya ganun kalapit, hindi ganun kalayo. Pero in between kasi, my shifts, like in the morning, I had classes until, sabihin natin, 1 o'clock. Tapos my classes sa Escuela de Idiomas started at around 4 or 5. So, I had, a long lunch break. Okay naman.
And for those people who don't know what Escuela Oficial de Idiomas is, because I think when we talk about things here, we tend to, use jargons that just language assistants know. So can you tell us something about like what it is in Spain, and what do you teach there, and why is it in the afternoon, etc.?
Okay, the Escuela Oficial de Idiomas is the official language school. So it's a public language school, public institution. And it's usually for adults. I don't know if it's the same in Madrid, but here you have to be 16.
18, well, I don't know if it's 16, but yeah, I guess. If you're 16, I think you have to make your parents sign
something
a
like that.
paper or something.
Yeah, but it's more of a school for adults to learn different languages.
Not just
Usually
Spanish,
they
no?
teach, English, German, French, maybe Spanish, depende sa demand. Here they teach Basque.
As well. Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. And have you tried learning the Basque language?
Yes, yeah.
Do you have
2 years ago.
A2, B1, ano na ba?
No, I did I did A1 sa Escuela de Idiomas.
Okay,
of
A1.
Iskera. Yeah.
And for those people who don't know much about the Basque language, can you tell us something more about it? Mahirap ba siya? Same ba siya ng Spanish din o totally different, 'di ba?
No, it's a totally different language. Wala, actually, until now, hindi natin alam. Like, linguists do not know where it came from or
Mhm.
saang language family siya nagbe-belong. So, it's
Feeling mo
very
wala
different.
siyang wala siyang roots na na parang medyo same
Um,
sa ganitong language?
from the evidence that we have, walang makitang connection sa
Mm,
languages around it.
mm. That's very
Yun.
interesting.
Yeah.
And do people like speak it normally on the street, or it's just something that they learn in school but they don't really use it a lot?
It depends on the region kasi the Basque Country has three regions. We have Alava, Vizcaya, and Gipuzkoa. And I
Mhm.
mean Alava. Alava is in the southern part of the Basque Country, so mas malapit siya sa Spain. And here, people don't really speak Basque so much. Pero in Vizcaya and Gipuzkoa, especially in the pueblos, in the small towns, they do speak it. Sometimes there's like people who speak it as their first language or
Yeah.
bilingual
Mm.
Basque Spanish.
Mhm. And also you would know that like someone's from the Basque region if you see their names, 'di ba parang very
Uh, very
maraming Z
vast.
or parang ako, I just feel like maraming Z, C na
X.
letters dun sa names
Yeah.
nila.
Yeah.
So that's really
Okay. Yeah.
interesting to know. So Janina, madako naman dun sa challenges. What are the challenges that you face while doing the OX program sa EUI, Escuela Oficial de Idiomas, tsaka your masters? Ano yung mga parang na-haggard ka, ganyan, yung feeling mo nahirap?
Ang pinakamahirap was time management
Mm,
kasi I was, doing classes in the morning. So that meant homework, a lot of articles that I had to write and papers. Tapos in the afternoon, I had to teach. Tapos since it's the Escuela Oficial de Idiomas,
have
I
to
had
prep
my
as well.
own, yeah, I had my own classroom. They just gave me the curriculum for the year na parang for the first term, ito yung mga topics na kailangan na i-discuss sa class. So
Mhm.
I had to prepare my own classes. Kasi when I was in Madrid in primary school, I didn't prepare for anything. But I just went to the classroom, the teacher told me what to do, and then I did it.
Mm.
Pero dito, I had to prepare my own classes na parang, and I had nobody else in class. Ako lang with my
Mm.
students. So, ayun. Yeah, time management.
But that's actually like interesting to know because if you are a language assistant, normally you should have someone with you in the
Hmm.
classroom. So I didn't know that you were alone at that time.
Yeah,
They should
I
have
think
they should have given you more money, because
more,
you're
no?
doing
Yeah.
you're doing all the work. Because
Yeah.
imagine here if you are a language assistant,
Mm.
it's you plus the teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
I agree.
But
But
anyway, they gave you what you wanted, and
hmm.
so well, it fit your schedule. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's really well nice, I guess. Parang win-win situation din siya. So how was
Yeah.
the day like? Your classes are from 9 to
Ah,
and then
for example, from 10 a.m. to 12 to 1
uh-huh.
p.m.
And then you
Tapos long lunch break, and then I would start at 4 or 5 in the afternoon and at 8:30
and then
every
later
day.
on you're gonna do your stuff
Mhm.
preparation and your
Read,
writing
write.
for classes. Oh my God, how did you survive that?
I did have other things. I didn't have the chance to do other things in life.
That is true.
Kumbaga, study and work.
So
Yeah,
siguro
time
they were
management.
wondering, Janina, like, ay baka ang yaman ni Janina, baka
Ay,
kaya niya na-afford yung tuition fee. So I think that's also one of the things that they're interested in. Like, if you're Filipino working as an
mm,
OX, kaya ba na mabayaran nila yon nang hindi sila nanghihingi sa nanay nila? Ganyan.
definitely. I did it.
Mhm.
And
Would,
imagine I was doing the auxiliar program while doing the masters, and then wala na akong time to do classes particulares or any other side jobs kasi I finished at 8:30.
totoo.
So
Could
I
you
was
tell us
living
more,
on my
Janina?
salary.
Kung paano ba siya? Meron ba siyang, oh, eto muna, for enrollment fee, ganyan. And in general, could you tell us ano yung
Yes.
range ng mga master's program?
Kasi since it's a public university, tuition fee is not that expensive as compared to other, countries. Kasi I think mine is around
or
1/6.
cities, di ba, dito sa Spain?
Yeah. I think I paid 1/6, around 1/6 for the 60 credits.
Oh, not
Diba?
bad.
Yeah. So I had to, syempre nag-ipon ako the year before that for the tuition kasi wala namang ibang other source of income but my auxiliary salary. And I also hear the people get 700 per month for 12 hours a week as an auxiliary. And that was enough to live, to survive.
True.
Survive, yeah. Walang savings or anything, just to survive. Kasi the Basque country is really expensive.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Expensive here. Yeah.
That is interesting to know. And then, yung 1/6 na yun, did you have to pay it like once or ano ba yan? Uso ba yung installment? Di ba may
Yes, yeah. I would have wanted that pero wala. Meron silang installment pero the first payment was September, the second payment was December. So parang, girl, 2 months. 2 months lang. Kasi I was expecting, alam mo yun, first payment, September, and then, after the first term, second payment. Pero I only had like 2 months in between.
So it's really important to do the research kung kailan yung bayarin din.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
Kung dalawang beses ka ba throughout the year. And then after that, wala ka nang binayarang iba?
Well, I had to pay for the diploma when I finished the master's.
Oh, by the way, did you receive it?
Yeah. Yeah, after a year.
Ha?
Kasi usually, di ba, they take a year.
Oo.
Yeah.
Nakuha mo na siya.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yun ang malaking diploma ni Janine. Di ba? Ang laki.
Malaking cardboard.
Totoo. Yeah. So there, Janina, so that's really interesting to know. And for example, if they ask you, like, Janina, ano ba yung mga programs na meron dyan sa Vitoria, for example, na hindi lang naman about multilingual education related. Ano pa ba yung mga meron dyan na baka interested din sila na mag-aral?
Okay. So Vitoria, aside from mine, which is language acquisition and multilingual settings, if interested sila sa linguistics, meron ding theoretical and experimental linguistics. That one is in Spanish kasi they focus in Spanish and Basque research. And then they also have engineering, some engineering courses. I'm not sure which ones. Because they have education. I think andito yung faculty of education as well. They have nursing and sports science. So some other courses are in Bilbao and Donosti, San Sebastian.
That's true. Well, they need to do their research if they want to study a particular master's, and also if there's a language requirement. Hindi naman basta-basta biglang tatanggapin kanila, diba?
Yeah, and also important din na i-check yung price ng tuition fee. Kasi may mga university na they charge very low for EU residents and citizens, pero like they double the price for international students. So make sure na if, kung hindi mo afford magbayad na, 6,000 euros for 60 credits, choose a university na reasonable yung presyo and they don't double the price for international people.
Totoo. Yeah. That is also true. But by the way, so were you categorized as a resident? Because
yes,
that really just because of your TA?
Yeah, but kasi dito sa university.
Diba? Like parang siya eh. Parang I feel like sometimes, diba? Baka nakalusot dahil doon.
Yeah. No, kasi this university, they don't have the difference. They don't differentiate between non-EU and EU. It's just one rate for everybody. Yeah. Pero I had to submit I had to submit empadronamiento and I was empadronada in Madrid. I was registered in Madrid. So I was living there. So I was on paper a resident. Kasi they didn't look at my TA.
Okay. So there. when we say empadronamiento, guys, it's how do you say that? It's a paper that says that you have been
Yeah.
registered in a particular city in
Mm-hmm.
Spain. Ayan, dami kasi namin mga jargon na kami na nakakaalam. So, once you have that, it's also a basis for, I don't know, institutions to know that you are legally staying
Yeah.
in a particular city in Spain. So, pag nag-move ka from one city to another, then mag-change or kailangan ding i-change yung iyong residency kung saan ka naka-register.
Yeah.
Actually, yun dapat itatanong ko, parang baka ganun, di ba may mga universities na if you are international, they charge you. And I
Yeah.
guess the reason why we do this is because we want to know how it works for a particular city or region katulad ng nasayo, nandyan sa Vitoria. So
Yeah.
it's really good to know. And I think
Yeah.
marami silang natutunan sa
Mm-hmm.
sa iyong pagiging ox at pag-aaral din. So yun, Janina, yung mga, what are some of the advice that you could give to those who want to do both things at the same time?
Well, I think really ang pinaka-importante and what really helped me was planning because I'm a planner. Pero it really helps to plan. Like, kunyari, check the schedule of your classes if you can because normally universities release the schedules of the classes before the registration period.
Mm.
And make sure na it's compatible with sorry, the police. It's compatible with your ox job.
Oo.
Kasi yun nga, a lot of people work in primary schools and high schools and
Yeah.
it's in the morning. All the classes are in the morning.
Mhm.
So, yun. Pero a lot of master's programs then do their classes in the afternoon.
That
Medyo
is true as well. Yours is in the
stress
morning, which is
ng,
quite
yeah,
weird for me. Mm.
yeah.
Because you know what, when I was also doing my masters, everything is in the afternoon from like 4 to
Mm,
8:30 p.m. or sometimes even
yeah.
9 p.m. because we
Mm,
have classmates who have like really like a full-time job and they would go there, they would really be like exhausted already, but they would
yeah.
study. But
Yeah.
then yours is like in the morning.
Yeah.
Like what if you have work, you know?
Yeah. I know
So,
somebody who had a problem with that. Kasi, that person was also doing the Ox program and studying a master's.
hmm,
Tapos he had morning classes and then for both programs. It was
hmm.
a nightmare. So make sure na alam mo yung schedule. And if you can, talk to your coordinator, I guess, and tell that person about your situation.
True. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that is also a smart idea that you research about it and you reach out to people to see
Yeah.
if it's possible. So hindi ka lang biglang nagpunta dyan.
Yeah.
And yes, and when they said yes, then you could go because I don't know, maybe these days it has changed or
Mm.
maybe the schedule is different. So you really have to make sure that you do your research first.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we want to thank you for watching our video for today. And if you have more questions, just comment down below. And also, Janina is a member of the Facebook group,
Yes.
Filipino Auxiliares de Conversación Filipinas. So if you have questions there, you could also ask anything related to
Mm-hmm.
the program. So
Yes.
this is some of the information that we don't find online because this is
Mm.
your personal experience, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that
Mm.
they would really learn a lot from you.
They did. I hope.
So yon, so what's next for you, Janine? Are you gonna study again or um
Well, currently I'm no longer an auxiliar. I work as an English teacher at an academy full time.
full time?
And yeah, the plans would be to pursue another degree,
Ay, laban.
higher degree. Pero we'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll see how it goes.
Well, Janina, we thank you so much for your time and for sharing like your ideas and also your knowledge, especially to those who really want to do the program. And I think that they'd be inspired as well. Probably they don't want to be in Madrid. They don't want to
Yeah.
be in the south of
Move up.
Spain. So yeah, and also you could, if you could share, I mean, Vitoria has like a lot of very interesting places to visit, 'di ba? Mga
Mhm.
mountains,
Yes.
ganyan. So,
Yeah.
diyan din yung ano, 'di ba, Mars, yung may mga
Alin?
shoot na film na mga
Oh, yeah,
scenes,
oo.
'di ba?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yun.
If you
Well,
like
thank you.
nature,
Huh?
yeah. If you like, the nature and stuff, hiking,
Mhm.
sports, Vitoria is the place to be.
Okay.
Sure.
So what do you
But yeah.
think, final words na lang, Janina, sa ating mga uh, new language assistants from back home? Ano yung pinaka-advice niyo sa kanila na ayan.
Talk to your coworkers.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, Filipinos are pretty, I would say, open-minded and, mabilis tayong maka-adapt to different situations.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think communication is key in every aspect in life. So talk to your coworkers, talk to your
At
coordinator.
may-recommend mo ba siya sa mga first-time auxiliary? Kasi ikaw hindi ka naman first time diyan, 'di ba?
No. Doing
Feeling mo
both.
na yung pag first sabak nila diyan agad, feeling mo
What do
ano,
you mean? Like sabak first
Vitoria
year
agad?
na Vitor? Yeah, yeah, why not? Sure. Okay naman. It's a very peaceful
Palaban.
place, so
Yeah.
okay naman. It's a very safe city, so they can start
Yeah.
here.
I think so because I started in the city and like the city is like really crazy. And I think
Yeah.
for someone na bago pa lang, parang dun muna na sa
Mm.
mga medyo relaxed
Yeah, oo.
na
Yeah.
mga regions in Spain.
Yeah. Depende rin sa kung saan ka galing. Kasi 'di
Mm.
ba, we're from Manila, so sanay tayo with chaos.
Ay,
So when I
totoo
was in
yan.
Madrid, like, okay lang.
Sanay
Not
na.
that difficult. Tapos when I
Mm.
moved here, it was very boring as a Manilena.
Totoo.
But,
Well, everyone knows about you, you know? Pag bibili ka ng grocery, mga ano,
yeah,
ganyan.
oo, actually. People recognize you after like 2 years of living in a
Nakakaloka.
small city.
Mm. You're literally a resident.
Mm.
Nakakaloka.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Janina, for your time and also for sharing a lot of information with us. And we
You're
wish you good luck with
welcome.
your studies and also with
Thank
your work
you.
with kids.
Thanks. Yes.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.